Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, Jaguar alert, Every time this little bugger sees me in the hammock, he's coming for it, see? Every time he sees me get in the hammock, there he goes. Meow. Losers say meow. Losers say meow. Meow. I said it first. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. As you guys can see, it is very tranquilo, as the local people say, tranquilo. Well, actually, I can say tranquilo in probably 5 different accents. Tranquilo. I guess that's a Mexican accent. Tranquilo, I guess that's an English accent. Tranquilo, that's an American accent. Tranquilo, that's a Polish accent. And we're missing one. Hang on. I don't want to butcher this one up. Basically, tranquilo. That's probably the worst ever Irish stroke Scottish accent ever. Tranquilo. Even Kichu agrees, right? There he goes. Well, guys, I got my tea here. I got my tea in a jar. And it's been one of these mornings. It's only like 7 a.m. The sun is already coming out. It's been pretty cloudy since light out. It's been pretty cloudy. I'm getting there with the old baseboards, skirting boards as they call them in Britain. I'm getting there. And yeah, just having a tea break here. But I haven't got a proper tea because I don't have any sweets with me. Actually, I've been off the sweets for, a good 3-4 years now. And probably hence the reason why I have been able, I managed to lose 23 kilo. And managed to lose 23 kilo. That's what, 50 some odd. It's like 59 pounds. Well, basically, let's put it this way, guys. I used to be a size 38-40 in jeans, and now I'm a size 32 in jeans. And it's not like they fit snugly. Like there's still like a half-inch room to maneuver, if you know what I mean. So yeah, like definitely not having sweets with your morning tea or coffee, ladies and gents, will significantly contribute to your weight loss. But you know, that's not a secret. That's not the secret. The secret, guys, is, and this, no diet program will ever tell ya. But the secret is the discipline. You know, how do you manage to discipline your mental self, not to have sweets, not to have those guilty pleasures. In my case, I don't know if so much in my case, because I have studied, reviewed, and then later, of course, observed and now experimented with many different ways of channeling your mental strength, so your mental discipline, and you have to explore every possible option. The rule of 72, scenario planning, which one of them is probably, going a little crazy, going a little mental, which probably is not going to look or sound great from the outside, but eventually you sort of maneuver, you maneuver back in, and you end up being, yourself again, but without that, without the cravings for your sweets, your guilty pleasures. So in order to maybe train your mind, to discipline your mind, or sometimes they say to fake yourself out, basically just fake your mind out. It's like a magic trick. It's like a David Blaine for your mind, where you just psych yourself out. They taught us that back in like junior high and high school, I remember, I was in sports, and definitely and prevalently, we have had that sort of mind control spell on us, like psych yourself out, in order to condition your mind. So there's something to it. I've been practicing it out here. Like I said, I've been experimenting a lot, and that's the big secret is the discipline, because everywhere you look, everywhere you open a book or a TV or radio station, they tell you, well, eliminating sweets, and you will lose weight. But wait a minute, what they don't tell you is the secret how to eliminate the sweets by training your mind, by being disciplined enough. And yeah, sometimes a crucial factor in all this is basically making, not having sweets available, put yourself in that position. It's not like I don't have sweets available, because at the end of my village, there is a sugar shack where the lady, does sell a lot of sweets and sweet cakes and sweet breads and candy, and, there's not so much like processed chocolate, like what you would find in a, chocolatier store or, in any convenience store in America, where you walk in and there is like, umpteen thousand choices in Hershey's, 10,000 choices in Reese's, there's just like too much, like, your mind is bamboozled then. Here, if there are sweets, you get a choice of maybe one or two. You know what I mean? And perhaps that might be also one of these little variables that will significantly help you with your mental discipline. Because if it's not available, what are you going to do? You just have to, your mind just goes through this thing. It's like, well, I want to have it, but I can't have it because there isn't any, and after a while you get used to it. And, keep in mind, like, I go to the city once or twice a month for my supplies. And of course, in the city of Iquitos, I can splurge, and like, but like every time, like I'll go and I'll have like one little ice cream, little ice cream thing on a stick, little chocolate and vanilla ice cream on a stick. I love those, with some, peanuts sprinkled in them and stuff. So, like, I'll have one, but it's not like I go and I'm like, well, I haven't had sweets, in a whole month, so now I'm just gonna, binge. I like, probably, 3 years ago, I would have done that, when I was starting out on this sort of diet process, if you will. I still had those urges for the binge because I was living in the city in Iquitos, and I was just around the corner from all that. So whenever I had that craving, like, bam, like 2 seconds, and and it's instant gratification. But out here, I can't just go, well, all of a sudden I have a craving, say like, 7, 8 p.m. I gotta wait 12 hours before, or 10, 10 hours before the next boat into the city. So, that probably is a thing, because you just, no matter what you do that night, you're not gonna get, you're not gonna have any candy, you're not gonna have any sweets. If you don't have any here, you're not getting any for at least 10, 12 hours. So that's a good thing. But anyways, enough of the rant. Here's this one again. This little terrorist is coming up, probably trying to get in the hammock too with me. Well, in any case, hasta la ciao ciao. Bye from now from the Amazon. I'll see you guys in the next episode.